I love you for it. How are you guys? A little crappy, I get it. Nice. I'm feeling ya. Oh my God, I can't even believe I'm doing this right now. I haven't slept in like 3 days, you guys. I've slept, honestly, about 4 hours in the last 3 days. My dog will not stop eating herself. No, laugh. It's absolutely the most disgusting, impossible thing to endure in the middle of the night. It's... What is going on down there? And why is it delicious? Why? Stupid dog. I always make sure my husband's watching. I do. I'm like, you see, you can learn a lot from that dog, dude. Pay attention. For real. Not that I need to sleep, because when I sleep, I'm the ugliest sleeper, you guys. It's like, I look just like Terry Schiavo. It's the worst. It's okay to laugh, she's dead. It's fine. So I'm Puerto Rican, born and raised, and no one ever believes me like you. I see it. You don't look Puerto Rican. No one ever believes me, man. Why? Because I'm not out stealing your crap? Why? Why? So ridiculous, dude. I don't care, man. Everyone's like, oh, you don't look Puerto Rican because you're so pale. That's why you're so pale. I'm like, well, I was born brown, but my mom beat it out of me.
I have a cat, obviously. I'm crazy. It's not on my Match.com, don't worry. I usually spring that on the second date. I'm like, I got a cat! Ha! Guys, it's you typically that don't like cats, and I don't understand why, okay? Because you're exactly like a cat. Now, I know we've been conditioned to think that men are like dogs and women are like cats. This couldn't be further from the truth. Guys, you're like cats. You're aloof and emotionally unavailable. Women are exactly like dogs. We're exactly like dogs. We're like, hey, we're gone. Can I go? I'm gonna wait right here. I'm gonna wait right here. Shoes. See, guys, you're like cats. You're like, oh, you're home. Okay. So this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna feed me. Then I'm gonna stare out the window at nothing. Then I'm gonna pass out in the bathroom. Deal? So girls, we're like dogs. We're very territorial. Another girl comes sniffing by our guy. We're like, where do you think you're going? We just pee everywhere. Guys, you're like cats. You're also territorial, but by no means loyal. You're like, oh, look, another person. Let's see what they have to offer. Or which one of you wants to feed me? Why don't you guys fight that out while I take a nap? How about that? See, girls, we're like dogs. You leave us home alone all day in your place unattended, we will redecorate everything. All your stuff you had in your bedroom, I just brought that out into the living room. Stuffing in your couch, pull that right out. Girls, that's what we are, guys. You're like cats. We leave you home alone all day unattended. You will eat, sleep, and possibly crap in a plant. That's what you'll do. Girls are like dogs. We need to be groomed. Shampoo, condition, blow dry, fluffy. Guys are like cats. You're like, what? I'm dirty? Let's go.
Oh, hi. What's been going on with me? It's been a rough day for me today. This woman came up to me and she said, did you know that I saw on Dr. Drew that if you don't make it by the time you're 30 as a woman in the entertainment business, then you're never gonna make it? Yeah, I was like, thanks, Mom. You always know how to give me just what I need. And on top of that, something's really been irritating me lately. Have you seen the women carrying their little tiny dogs in their big purses? Right? And they're bringing them into restaurants and stuff, which is gross. But they're always like, this is my service dog. It's a Chihuahua with a pink bow in its hair. Right? I'm like, how does this dog serve you? Better yet, how does this little rat-like piece of fluff serve any purpose in society whatsoever? Right? Right? I mean, I could see if it was like a German Shepherd, you know, one of those police bomb dogs, right? Right, but what I can't see is Sergeant Rick gathering his men together and saying, gentlemen, there's a dangerous situation. Quick, bring in the Chihuahua. Right, but of course she's like, it's for my anxiety. He soothes my anxiety. Whenever I'm sad, he just licks my face and makes me happy. I want to know where else stuff like this works. Like, could you see a soldier dying on the battlefield? The nurse is running towards him, and he's like, no, not the first aid kit. Bring me a cute Pomeranian. Or like a firefighter runs into a burning building. He gets that glass case that says break in case of emergency, but this time, instead of a fire hose, there's a puggle. Up against the glass, like a blonde pops up. She's like, yeah, we had an apartment building meeting, and we just figured that his half pug, half poodle face was way more useful than like water.
There's a lot of pretty ladies right up front. I feel kind of fat. It's been like 8 months since the baby, and I have not dropped a pound of my abortion weight. I am so pissed. I'm kidding. Oh my God, you guys dropped a pound that day. No, I'm joking. I have a 2-year-old, so I only tell abortion jokes because I'm fantasizing. God, I don't know what I was thinking. Are there any parents here tonight? Yeah, she's almost too weak to applaud or participate in this show. It's brutalizing. When my son was first born, babies just never shut up. They cry constantly. And my boyfriend and I were on opposite nights on sleep detail, which is one of us would stay with the baby all night while he screamed. So one night I heard my boyfriend in his night shout, I'm gonna throw the baby out the window. You know, so I ran to the baby's room. I'm like, oh my gosh, give him to me. I'll throw him out the window. You're tired, you could hit the wall, and then we'll have to raise a retard, but I am rested. I'll make sure this never happened. Wiped off our records. I'm kidding, you guys, of course. I love my son so much, and if you don't have kids, I recommend it. It's an amazing feeling. You can't even articulate how much you love your own child. Like, imagine the love you have for a dog, you know, and just multiply that love by 0.7. And then divide that by 8. My parenting hero is Britney Spears. I love that lady. People think she's dumb trash. I'm like, no, she lost custody. She's a genius. She's bipolar? Yeah, like a fox. I wasn't even trying to get pregnant. It was an accidental pregnancy. I didn't use birth control once, and that happened, which was shocking to me. My whole life, I've been so strict about birth control, like anal, literally. Oh, and the one night. Here's the thing. My boyfriend is Hispanic, and that's how come I got pregnant. It is. I am not fertile. Hispanic men have orders from their leaders. To populate los Estados Unidos. Es verdad. Es verdad. They do. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Oh, you just got me knocked up again, sir. Thank you.
Got smart. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna adopt a life partner. So I rescued a Doberman. I rescued this dog, and yeah, definitely rescuing animals. That's the way to go, definitely. Here's the thing. He's so beautiful. Like, this dog is gorgeous. Every time I take him out, I get whistled at so much that I'm really not sure if it's for me or the dog. So I'm gonna do a little experiment when I walk him tomorrow. I'm gonna wear clothes. I remember when I was filling out the paperwork at the shelter to take him home, I was looking, this is how my brain works, I was looking at all the dogs in the cages, and all I could think about was how cool would it be if there were a man kennel? The ladies are like, definitely, the men's silent. But go with me on this, because here's the thing, they would warn you about their negative qualities right off the bat. You know? Right? Like if they stray, if they're aggressive, if they're a musician. I've dated so many musicians, which is why I think I decided to get a dog. Oh, we have some drummers in the crowd. Fantastic. So I was like, you know what? Clearly I'm dating the wrong kind of guy. Maybe I should look for another group. So I went online and I took one of those personality quizzes. You guys, I took the which Disney prince is your true love? I got Flynn Rider. Silence, exactly. Who is Flynn Rider? I had to look it up too. Like, he's the guy from Tangled, the Rapunzel movie. And here's why I got him. They're like, he's a bit of a narcissist, but he's very charming and attractive and will bring out your wild side. I'm like, seriously? Even Disney knows I'm attracted to douchebags no one's heard of. That's great. That's fantastic. So I do this internet show. It's a political show, which is great. I love it. Except you get a lot of crazy comments, especially right now, because political race is so amazing. You get so many amazing comments by doing the show. Like the other day, I got a comment that said, Jodi Miller should have been at the end of a rusty wire hanger 30 years ago. I know, he thinks I'm 30. That's awesome. Hope he's in casting, because that would be awesome. Pretty sure my cat ejaculates on my back in the middle of the night. It's not even a joke, it's just a genuine concern I'm having. You know, he does that kneading thing, you know, where he kneads for 20 minutes, you know, and then he shakes violently, and then passes out. Now, I've been with a few men, okay? And that's what they do, right? They make you feel good for like 20 minutes, then they shake violently, then they pass out. I put my hand back there, you know, just to see what was going on, and he bit me. Like, yo, bitch, I'm not done. I'm like, oh, all right, well. My bad, I don't. So, I'm single. Shocker. It was funny because when I was single in my 20s, I was labeled. You know, my friends were like, oh my God, Jodi, you are super smart. You know, you're smart. You know, play in the field. Not settling down. Good for you, you smart girl, smarty smart pants. Smart. Now that I'm single in my 30s, I'm labeled strong. You know, Jodi, you are super strong. You're hanging in there. White knuckling it. Good for you. Solid like a rock. What's gonna happen if I'm single in my 40s? Then I'll just be spiritual? That's Jodi, she's super centered. Yeah, knows how to breathe. She's comfortable in her own skin. Single in my 50s and I'm sassy. And there's sassy Jodi, sassy. Single in my 60s and I'm cynical. There's that cynical bitch, Jodi. Single in my 70s, well then I'm a lesbian. Because why not, right? I love being single, actually. It's funny because all my friends want to fix me up with people, and you can tell a lot about what your friend thinks about you by the people they set you up with. I'll tell you that. There's one date I went, they were like, oh my God, Jodi, this guy is perfect. You're going to love him. We went out to a really nice restaurant. We were having a nice time. He turns to me, he's like, do you mind if I smoke? I was like, no, he's a social smoker. It's good. This guy whips out a joint. But he was really proud because he rolled it with tobacco, you know, so you couldn't smell it, you know, and he's so proud of it. I thought, really? Wow, because I'd be more turned on if you whipped out a line of Coke. Because Coke says, I have money and I know how to party. Pot says, I like to eat and play video games. And that's what we did all night long, so that's funny. And then another guy my friends hooked me up with, they're like, okay, well, he's a little bit older, you know, do you have a problem dating a guy in his 50s? And I was like, no, you know, I get there. This guy is 59, 11 months, and 2 weeks. Okay, that's 60. Okay, don't be misleading. And that's not the worst part. The worst part is he was shaped like a pear. I don't know if you know this look. Okay, it's a really small and just enormous on the bottom. Okay, now that's not a good look for anyone. It's just like, you know what, make up your mind. You know, either be really fat or really thin. Because I know what to do with that, you know? If you hook up with a guy who's like really fat, you're all like, yeah, baby, oh, you're stocky, climb on top. When you hook up with like a really thin guy, you're like, yeah, svelte, nice, hard, raw, yeah. But when you hook up with a pear, it's kind of like, oh, yeah, oh my God! My friend's like, no, Jodi, he's really rich. I'm like, well, I know where he hides his money. A big shock there. It's funny because a lot of female comedians like to get up here, you know, and they bitch about being single. You don't need to hear me up here complaining about being single. You can see a girl on a stage complaining about being single. She's called a singer-songwriter. You guys know what I'm talking about. This girl, she's, you know, tucked away in a cute little club, and she's gorgeous, but she's tortured. You know, and she wants to share her pain with you through song, you know, and all of her songs sound exactly the same. She's like, yeah, I wrote this next song when I was going through a tough time. And it's called Going Through a Tough Time. Can I get a little more sound on the monitor? Thanks. And I cry when you lie, and I die deep inside, and you fly in the sky. Wear that tie, I like rye. Got a sty in my eye. Been denied, say bye-bye. Don't eat fries on your thighs. And I cry, 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 and I cry. Going through a tough time. Hate those girls. Hate them. I think it's tough to date, though, especially in Los Angeles, because people are always trying to impress everyone. You know, I was at a stoplight the other day, and look at the guy next to me, and he was a good-looking guy. But then I looked at his car. This guy had 9 bullet hole decals on his car. Okay, bullet hole stickers. And they're all over his ride. Because things are really tough in West Hollywood. And I thought, really? That's the look you're going for? You're going to pick me up for dinner? I'm going to be like, so where are we going? Hold on a second. Are those bullet holes on your Hyundai Santa Fe? You know what? I don't feel like dinner. Let's just have sex. In the Santa Fe. It's the same tool that's also got that baseball that's just stuck in the back window. Oh, you're so crazy. You and your whole family in the back of your window and a baseball. Oh. So you just want to mess with that guy? You just want to pull up and be like, oh my God, do you know you got a baseball in your window? Have you guys seen the latest thing? The latest thing is on the tow hitch on trucks. Yeah, because they're so attractive to look at. Seriously. Let me tell you something. It doesn't look good when it's coming at me like that. I don't want to see it like that. You guys are awesome. My name is Jodi Miller.